Okay, we're going on. So this is Hyakujo's Fox, the second case in the Mumonkan. This is really complicated, so you gotta see the video first, going through the whole koan, and you probably want to see the video explaining the first half of the koan. I'm going to be going over the second half right now. After Hyakujo gives the old man some new information. The old man is emancipated and he is no longer a fox. He stops being a trickster because he understands a better answer. The enlightened man is not free from karma. He does not ignore karma. The enlightened being is not, yeah, not ignoring causation. So how it continues is Hyakujo informs all of the monks of the mountain that they're going to be doing a funeral service, and the monks are kind of confused. Everybody's in good health, nobody's dead, so what's going on? After that happens, after the meal, Hyakujo does a ceremony for the fox, cremating him and all this such, and then he tells the monks the story. Obaku, hearing this story, asks another real tricky question. Tricky. The old man gave the wrong answer and was doomed to be a fox for 500 rebirths. Now, suppose he had given the right answer. Hyakujo says that he's going to tell Obaku what happened. Obaku slaps the teacher, and the teacher is amused and says that he can see Bodhidharma. He can see the Buddha nature, essentially, within Obaku. Very confusing, very weirdness. We're going to go, I think there's maybe two main dualities that we want to go over with this one. So, the death. This is the strain. This is kind of weird. So, Hyakujo says that we're going to do a funeral service and everybody's confused because nobody died. This is a death before the death, right? This is the idea of ego death. I think this is what is being pointed to, dying before you die. So he's doing a funeral service for parts of him that have been enlightened. He was enlightened. He thought about himself. He enlightened himself, or the old man enlightened, however you want to think about it. Somebody got enlightened, and enlightenment is death to yourself. It's ego death. And that's why he's having a funeral service, and that's why he's cremating the fox. He's not killing the fox. He's not killing the fox. Again, is a representation of the tricky parts of him, or the past times where he's made a mistake and he's led people astray in the wrong direction. He is not killing that and being disrespectful to his past self. He's killing it and he's performing a cremation ceremony. So he's being very respectful to his self. He's understanding where he was in that time when he gave bad information and led people astray. And he's realizing that that's okay. People make mistakes. He's under the law of causation, so he can't. There's no reason to deny the fact that he made some mistakes. So he's going to publicly tell people that he made these mistakes. This is why he's doing this with a monk. He's openly expressing that he's made some mistakes and he's moving on, and he's going past it. So this is what that death, the whole death scene is about, and that's why the monks are a little confused, but the monks aren't all enlightened, except one, at least in this case. So let's hear a little bit more. Okay, Obaku asked this really, really, really tricky question. Again, this is the same sort of yin-yang thing going on here. He gave the wrong answer, so he was doomed to be a fox. Now, suppose he gave the right answer. This is a duality we need to see beyond. And Hyakujo immediately sees the trick that Obaku is trying to do. As a reminder, all of these koans are pretty much the same thing. They're asking you, yin or yang? Yin or yang? The answer is always yin-yang. It's not yin or yang. Don't be tricked by the language here. Don't be tricked by, is this true or not? Because that's how a lot of these things are formed. Or they're trying to make you say yes or no. The answer is never yes or no. The answer is always yes, no, or yin-yang, or whatever. It's a non-dual answer. So Obaku is doing this tricky thing, and he's asking, if he gave the right answer, what would have changed? Hyakujo sees that this is a trick, right? There is no right and there's no wrong. Right and wrong are dualities that we need to get beyond. So Hyakujo is going to do something weird. He's saying, come here and I will tell you. Come here and I will tell you. So Hyakujo is seeing this trick. He's about to do something weird. Obaku, seeing the trick, seeing that Hyakujo sees the trick, is going to trick him again. He's going to out-trick him. And Obaku slaps the teacher. He just slaps the teacher. And the teacher, Hyakujo, is like, wow, that was amazing. Wow, amazing. I was thinking that the barbarian had a red beard, but now I see before me the red-bearded barbarian himself. No, that's not going to make a lot of sense. But essentially what's happening is Hyakujo saw the trick, and what he's probably going to do the same. He was probably going to slap Obaku. Right? He was going to do something tricky like that. So he expected Obaku to come and for him to do that. And since Obaku saw what was about to happen, Obaku was seeing through all these tricks. They're playing 4D chess here. Obaku slapped the teacher first. Hyakujo, having his expectation not met, is amused. Right, we talked about in the first case, does a dog have Buddha nature? The monk is asking this because he knows the answer. He knows the answer is yes. And Joshu answers no because Joshu understands that the monk is expecting a specific answer, and he's cutting away his expectations. This is what Obaku is doing to his teacher. He sees that the teacher had an expectation of him going up there, and he just slaps him. And the teacher, upon like having his expectations shattered, he is amused and he says, I was thinking the barbarian had a red beard, but now I see him before me. This means that, it means something weird, but I was thinking the barbarian had a red beard. The red-bearded barbarian is the first person to bring Buddhism from India to China. So he's saying, I was thinking about one of the patriarchs, but now I see the patriarch. And if we sort of, this is kind of remembering what some of the things we're saying in the commentaries of case 1. When you pass through the gate, you'll not only see Joshu face to face, but you'll go hand in hand with the successful patriarchs. So this is an allusion to that sort of thing. When you pass through the gate of Zen, you will be hand in hand, face to face with the patriarchs. And that is what has happened here. Obaku slaps Hyakujo, and instead of thinking about the patriarchs, instead of thinking about the Buddha, instead of thinking about Bodhidharma, he sees Bodhidharma face to face. He is also enlightened because he got slapped by a student. And this is going over the duality of student and teacher. So Obaku is a student. He's a well-respected student. I'm curious as to why he got a name in this as opposed to Hyakujo, because I don't know who Hyakujo is. Hyakujo is like, he is a person and you can look up who he is, but I don't remember the name of him. But he's also a famous Zen guy. These are all famous Zen guys. Anyway, this is going beyond the student-teacher duality. The student has helped the teacher become enlightened by slapping him in this case. So you can learn from everybody. In the first half, the teacher led the student astray, and in the second half, the student is teaching the teacher. So we're getting beyond these dualities of teacher and student. Of course, in the first case, Joshu gives the wrong answer. So that's more of this student-teacher duality being taken apart. You know, one of the wisest, most well-respected Zen monks or Zen masters giving the wrong answer is shockingly terrible, bad. And of course, killing the Buddha is bad. All these bad things being said. So this is just going through all of these dualities again. So it is important to know that when you're teaching somebody, you learn a lot. That's pretty well established, well-known knowledge. And sometimes when you teach people, you lead them astray, and that shouldn't be something that haunts you. So that's kind of more of these things that are being taught in this. And of course, when you're enlightened, there's a death. And you should respect the past parts of yourself. Respect the parts that you kill. Respect the parts that you get rid of. You don't need to kill it and then just throw it away. You give it a full ceremony, and then you can tell people. You can tell all the monks around you. Be open with it. So these are the sort of practical things that are being taught with this little koan, which is kind of cute. And I'm sure there's a lot more because this is pretty complicated, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't quite understand. I'm not sure why 500 rebirths. I'm not sure why monks are involved in this. There's, on a rock, he finds the fox on the rock on the far side of the mountain. That must mean something. I'm not sure what. There's a part about eating meal, like they're eating the midday meal. I have no idea why that matters, but it matters for some reason. Anyway, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Comment down below. There's probably going to be lots of confusion with this one, and there's probably a lot more stuff that you picked up on than I do not see. So please let me know what you see, what dualities you see, and what we can look beyond. And subscribe for more content, because there's a whole bunch of stuff coming along. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.